So Ronnie breaks off. Still 4 more frames to play this evening. That certainly warmed up the audience, that last frame. Now, sorry, there's only 3 more to play. Getting ahead of myself, but he stepped up. Now Mark Selby's got to do the same.
Mark Selby really could do with one of these remaining 2 frames. He'd love to get them both, but there's 3 frames to be played. If he can get 2 of the 3, he'd be more than pleased. He's just going to run a bit too far.
Well, I thought it had stopped once and it just kept rolling. It looked certain to stop short of the baulk line, and it just ran on and on. And you know after the last frame that Ronnie wants to start making things happen, but if he takes the blue on, it's going to be risky as we watch that. Looked as though it was certain to stop short of the baulk line. Just kept rolling. Oh, great pot!
6.
Isn't it great, Dennis, to have that ability? You can just change the flow of a match.
7.
Yeah, he's just moved up a couple of gears, hasn't he? Not quite as he intended.
13.
Quite a thin cut this, and he's heading away up towards the baulk colours.
Well, he's got a nice angle on the green, should he so wish to come off the side cushion and into that cluster. The pink's probably only available into 1 pocket. Black tied up, it may be worth the risk. Now decided to play for the loose reds. Cue ball needs to slow up a touch. He's
70.
overrun it a fraction.
Yeah, you can't cannon into the bunch of reds because of the red that's just above the pink spot. Well, he tried to get on that red I mentioned, but he was always going to have the other one here into the left corner. Just ran on a fraction more than he intended there. Well, that's a bonus if the black will go. It doesn't look like it would pot from this angle. it wouldn't.
24.
The red at the top of the cluster will go past the pink into the right corner. And the way he's played that will obviously go into the left corner and played it beautifully.
29.
Now he's got that red away and he's got the angle on the blue. He's still got one more red he can play for. So he'll play for it this time.
35.
Can he get back onto the blue? That's the question though. Now that's going to be difficult from there. If he screws back, he could go into the middle pocket. And he's back looking at that black. It must be very, very tight.
Yeah, and just looking at his facial expressions, a little bit annoyed with himself. And I, like you, thought off the last blue he'd have gone into the reds. You leave it till the last minute and you get the wrong angle. So watch the middle pocket. Ooh, just managed
36.
to avoid it. And he's landed nicely on the blue to play that cannon.
I don't see any plants if he goes into these reds. It might be one if he cannons the left of the reds. He's going to make a little plant. There's certainly one red will head over towards the left corner pocket. Just depends on the pace. Yeah, he just went gently into it.
31.
Oh, he's got them all open now.
42.
But Mark, you can't do anything about this. I mean, he couldn't have played that any better.
48.
Well, it was at full stretch there, but it's inch perfect. Although a little shake of the head, maybe just not the angle he wanted, but you wouldn't have thought it would cause him a problem. Yeah, he's got the angle to stun down for the red near the top cushion. And he was bound to leave a good angle. So 55 ahead, 75 remaining. 2
55.
reds, 2 colours. And that would be the frame safe.
$56.
Well, he really is turning it on now, is Ronnie O'Sullivan. It has to be said.
62. 63.
Wouldn't matter who he's playing. Up to 1,000 points in the final. And now a possible chance to make back-to-back centuries.
Still trying to convince himself he can pot that black.
76.
Well, this time, and the referee
77.
dashing round to make certain he hits the black first. Can he bend it in with a bit of right-hand side? He could, you know.
84. 85.
We had a couple of frames that lasted just over 24 minutes, but the last 2 frames have just been awesome.
Just overstunned that. He'll be a little bit
87.
annoyed with himself. By the way he's playing at the moment, you fancy him knocking anything in. Oh, well, maybe not at that pace.
87.
It wasn't 100, but he kept Mark Selby in his seat, and Ronnie is going out of the arena. But boy, will he be going out feeling very good, because he's stretched his lead now. He leads 10 frames to 5.